That's right, still at TIFF. Okay, so I just watched The Holdovers, the new film from Alexander Payne starring Paul Giamatti, and god damn it, this movie had me from minute one. A grumpy teacher at a prep school is tasked to look over a handful of kids over the winter break and forms an interesting relationship with another troubled, smart kid. This is an amazing vibes movie. Like, the vibes on this movie, off the charts. One, the old-timey retro feel of it all, perfect. The way the film is shot to make it look like it was in the 1970s, amazing. The snow falling and the Christmas music. I miss winter so much. And it is from those opening moments where I literally felt myself just immediately throwing my attachment at the movie. And on top of the vibes, a good script only adds to that. And this is definitely one of those. It's obviously very funny and witty, much like a lot of Alexander Payne's previous movies. But it's surprisingly reflective on grief and loneliness of all kinds, which was something that I can't say I was expecting, especially based off the trailer. And this movie can go wrong in a lot of ways. I think we've seen movies like this go wrong in a lot of ways, but especially where you make your two main characters pretty much assholes, that can go wrong in so many different directions. Because I think the audience definitely likes a flawed main character. I think a lot of people like that, but it can go a little bit overboard because you still have to make the audience care for them. Because at some point, your leeway will run out with the audience if they deem they are just too mean, too much of an asshole, too stupid. Like, you have to show them that there are some redeeming qualities to this character. And this has not one, but two of those characters in the lead. And both Mr. Hunnam and Angus have that. Payne does a really good job kind of balancing that act that I was talking about, where it definitely shows the audience that, hey, these people are assholes, they kind of are a pain in the ass, without completely losing the audience, and also showing them some of their softer and more vulnerable sides that the audience will definitely grow an attachment for. Paul Giamatti, I love. I feel like my first time seeing him was in Big Fat Liar, and my 6-year-old self, or however old I was when I saw it, just immediately was like, yes, that's the guy. I just always love his presence in movies, which is very funny because he is Paul Giamatti. He's just incredible in this movie, genuinely. He's obviously worked with Alexander Payne before, so he definitely knows the timing of his comedy, and his line delivery in this movie is perfect. There are so many good ones. I mean, there's one line in particular that is just hilarious. He just nails it. I mean, just so many good quotes and zingers. I mean, not just from him, but really from everybody. But man, is he good at playing a reserved guy with some pain and loneliness inside of him. A guy who is bitter at life, and he thinks that life is bitter at him. It's just an excellent performance. Truly, it really is. I hope he gets recognized this award season. Dominic Sessa is also excellent, and he shares a lot of the same qualities as Mr. Hunnam's character, which makes it all the more impressive to me because that's a really tough role to play, especially when you're kind of having to act opposite Paul Giamatti. And Divine Joy Randolph is also amazing in her role. I'll talk about her character more in a little bit. Now, the story does go in a way that is pretty much expected, which is fine. You know, I don't mind if something is expected as long as it has to, you know, add something to that. And I remember watching this movie and I was really enjoying it. Obviously, I thought it was lovely, heartwarming, whatever. But I was watching and I said, man, I feel like this movie needs, or at least I need, one more scene. I wanted another moment to really put me back in my seat and make me say, okay, now, for sure, I can confidently say this was not just a good movie, but this was excellent. And I was waiting for it, and it came with the ending. Obviously, no spoilers, but Dominic Sessa and Paul Giamatti absolutely nailed it. It is not a loud scene by any means, but man, is it brilliantly acted, and it really moved people to tears. It's paced extremely well. To me, there's not a real moment ever wasted. And that's surprising to me because I think the runtime, just on its surface, is pretty long, at least for a movie like this. It's really just a lovely movie. You know, I can make this video 2 seconds long. It's just lovely. Really, my only kind of problem with this movie, and to me, as I'm thinking about it more, it's less of a problem. Maybe it's even a nitpick because I know some people disagree with me, but it's actually with Divine Joy Randolph's character. Once again, let me reiterate, I think she's fantastic. Seriously fantastic. I loved what she brought to the role. I just personally thought that her character stayed a little one note for me. That character wasn't given a ton to do. They definitely did give her one scene outside of what I deemed was kind of one note in terms of that character. They gave her at least one scene, which I thought was excellent, and it played extremely well, and she's amazing in that scene, but maybe not much more than that. And to me, that is a testament to Divine Joy Randolph, is because I loved her in that role. I wanted to see more. I wanted to see that character's arc a little bit better realized. Maybe some people disagree with that. I love to rewatch it, but I don't know. That's just initial thoughts, I guess. This is really just a quintessential parent movie. Not even a dad movie. This is just a parent movie. This is absolutely a movie that I legitimately feel comfortable recommending to my friends. It is a pretty simple but charming feel-good movie with good performances that'll leave you with a smile on your face, and at this festival, I can't ask for much more than that. The Holdovers, 4.5 stars. I really did love it. It really got me, guys. I don't know what else to say. It really got me. Once again, for all the normal people out here, I will see you next time. For the sickos that wonder about his Oscar chances, I would have to think about it. Give me a second. I mean, this is absolutely in Best Picture. I would be fucking shocked if this was not nominated for Best Picture. I don't think this is in winning contention, really, but, you know, I guess you never know. I'm open to it, but right now I obviously would not have it at number 1. I think you'd be a little nuts if you had it in the top 2, but I think that's definitely in. Original screenplay is definitely in. I think Paul Giamatti is definitely in. And then to me, there's a bit of a gap between those are the most likely to me, and then there's a gap. Alexander Payne in director. Gosh, I mean, I'm inclined to say he's in now, and I know the branch definitely loves him. It's just this is a really crowded field, and I don't feel comfortable saying he is like for sure in there. But I guess if you had to ask me yes or no, is he in, I would say yes. Dominic Sessa is an interesting one in supporting actor. I know a lot of people have thrown out the Lucas Hedges and Manchester by the Sea comparison. That is certainly an interesting one, and one that I'm keeping my eye on. For now, I guess I would keep him out, but there is definitely some space for him. I am not of the mindset that Poor Things is getting 2 supporting actors. I still don't know what to make of May December. I don't know what to make of John Magaro in Past Lives anymore. To me, outside of Robert Downey Jr., Ryan Gosling, and Robert De Niro, nothing's really that much set in stone. So I wouldn't have him in for now, but that's something I'm definitely more open to than I think most people would be. And then after that, it's like, can this get an editing nomination? To me, that actually seems somewhat likely. This just feels like that kind of movie to get an editing nomination. All I know is I feel very comfortable saying this will play really well to Academy members. And obviously it is more than just a dad movie, because I really liked it, the people next to me really liked it, and we're all in our 20s. I honestly kind of want to see it again. Oh well, time to edit. I'll see you on the next one.